Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of
Takeover Thursday.
I'm Miss Melissa.
And I'm Miss Anna.
And
we have all sorts of fun stuff here.
I see that. So I came over for breakfast.
Yes, we're having Cocoa Puffs.
Dude.
With milk.
Okay, that's where it's at. All right, so how do we prepare our cereal in the morning, boys and girls? It does get better, I promise. Watch.
Okay.
All right.
Open it. You're going to open yours?
Sure.
Okay.
Baby. Breakfast of champions right here. Okay.
Yes, a bowl full of yum. Okay.
Okay.
I have milk.
All right. I'm gonna have some milk too.
You do you. I mean,
Oh man, I am so hungry. Okay. All right.
I should have grabbed some spoons. I mean,
This is whole milk.
whole milk.
It might be a little that's sweet and condensed maybe. Don't know.
Do I need to grab a spoon?
You
might need
yeah.
Let me grab a spoon.
Hang on one second, boys and girls. While Miss Anna's grabbing me a spoon, I'm gonna keep adding some milk to my cereal here.
Here we go. We got a spoon.
Okay, good, sweet.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, so I am starving.
Ooh, your milk's turning chocolatey.
Yum. All right, so shall we?
We shall. Cheers.
Yeah. No. So, boys and girls, as you can see, I don't know that they can see this on the camera, or maybe.
So mine is made with regular milk, and you can see.
Okay. And mine is made with what you might think is milk if you just came up and saw it sitting. It looks very rich, very creamy, very delicious.
Like the chocolate swirls. Mine is not chocolatey swirled. Mine is just.
So if you came upon this, and it almost kind of looks like ice cream too.
It does.
But boys and girls, what we're showing you today, what we're talking about today, is how things may not always be as they appear. For instance, commercials. So,
Oh yes.
when you see let's think about like a fast food commercial.
Okay.
All right. So let's say there's a commercial for we won't say any particular names. They're not sponsors.
Because going to fast food is fun.
It
kids
is.
like to go all the time.
But when you see the commercial, what does the commercial look like? Let's say they're advertising something on their menu. What does that look like?
The nuggets are super juicy, and the burgers have melty cheese and lettuce and tomatoes.
Like some grill marks, maybe.
Oh yes.
Oh man, they look huge.
And the buns are like
massive,
perfectly toasted
massive
with
burger.
like brown. It's amazing.
Okay, so you've seen this commercial. You're like, oh, I think what are we doing for dinner tonight? Oh, let's head to that fast food place. You saw that commercial. It looked delicious. Let's go there and do that. You get your food, you come home, you open it up.
And
does
I
that
have a
burger
smushed burger that like the bun is just sad and.
What about like the cheese? Is it perfect corners on?
Half the time it's not even. I don't even know if it's real cheese.
Probably not.
It's not melted. It's nothing.
No.
Or have you ever gotten a taco somewhere and you open the taco and the shell's all crunched, or if you get a soft taco, it's like all smushed
The
down.
broken shell.
And
That's
yeah.
Yeah, good times. Okay, so now you've got your meal. What about your beverage?
Oh.
Let's say we're gonna have a nice
This is
cola
diet.
product.
Yes. So, anyways, as you can see, it's not very fizzy.
No.
I mean, I poured this literally right before we started.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to add a couple of these things.
Look how fizzy that just became. Now
Look.
this soda's been sitting for a little bit,
But can you see all the bubbles that are just coming up constantly? And, you kind of pick it up just to swirl it just a little bit, and it like fizzes up again.
And you might see that again also in commercials or some sort of advertising where they really want it to look like this bubbly, delicious, fizzy
sometimes
drink.
there's like water on the outside.
Little water droplets.
I bet they take a water bottle and spray. I didn't think of that, but
It is.
spray the water bottle.
Yes, or they will actually use hot glue.
hot glue,
and actually put little clear droplets of glue on the outside of the cup so that it looks like these fabulous,
can you see the
condensation droplet things. So these are some of the tricks that you might see as far as advertising goes to make something look more appealing.
Can I just say something?
Is.
I'm not sure I really want to drink that anymore because there's berry flavored antacids in there.
Kind of changes it up a little bit, doesn't it?
It really does. It's just not very yummy.
Nope. And now some of the other things, Miss Anna, that you might see on in advertising. Again, making something look a whole lot better than it actually is. So for pancakes, you might see like a big stack of pancakes or a big stack of waffles, and then they're pouring this warm syrup all over it. Motor oil. Oftentimes they will use motor oil because it is so thick and rich, and so it just presents better on screen.
And I've heard they put like cardboard between them so that they stay all fluffy and on top. Because when I make pancakes and we stack them on top, they kind of get all
it's not like this high stack. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
All like smushed.
Also, things like brown shoe polish that's used on meat products.
I don't think you can eat oil or shoe polish.
Nope, none of those things. But that's what makes your burger look brown and juicy. But again, same thing. When you go and you get the meal home and you look at your burger patty, more like a gray.
It really is. Really, and there's no like pretty grill marks on it. What happened?
And if there are pretty grill marks, if the grill marks are too pretty, they're probably fake.
Yum.
So, also I saw that they use mashed potatoes for ice cream. So when they're scooping out ice cream and they put it into the cone or the bowl.
Well, why would they use mashed potatoes? Why wouldn't they just use ice cream?
Because ice cream gets kind of melty, I think, under studio lights.
Oh, yes, that's true.
And it doesn't form like that perfect mound. So mashed potatoes are thick. So they can like do this whole mound thing. They just add some food coloring and some sprinkles. So again, you think you're looking at this, oh, I want to go to that place because they have these awesome ice cream sundaes. Well, in that commercial, boys and girls, they were likely not using ice cream at all. Which is why when you get to this ice cream place and you get your ice cream, it doesn't look at all like the commercial.
Well, that's such a bummer.
It is. But it doesn't stop at food. Because I'm sure you've seen that in toy advertisements.
Yes,
too.
you look and like there's Legos or building blocks or whatever, and there's these beautiful scenes, and there's like all these bad guys, and they're fighting, and you get it, and it's just one little thing.
Yep, it doesn't have the background, it doesn't have the extra guy. All that's sold separately, right? Yeah. So you can get some bamboozlement sometimes when that happens. So what we're talking about, again, we're tying this all into the difference between what might be presented as frilly-dilly bells and whistles and all of the fun, but the reality is not so much.
You know, people, when you see them at school or at church, they always want to talk about the good things, the things that's going on. Most likely they're not going to be like, dude, I had the worst day ever, I got in trouble, and I'm grounded forever, because they don't want you to see that side of them. They want you to be their friend, and so they a lot of times feel like they have to tell you all the good things so that you would like them.
And even tell you the good things, show you the good things. So they might show you like, I got this super cool hoodie from, at Christmas, or these awesome new shoes that I got, everyone's wearing them. So again, it's this whole trying to fit in, trying to maybe be something that is not true to you. And we've talked about that before. I don't know if you remember Boys and Girls where Miss Anna and I talked about trying to fit in, and there was the one where Anna kept changing her clothes.
Yeah, I took off my sassy bow and changed my hair.
All the things, and next thing you know, she started off one way, but by the end of the devotion, she was dressed like me, she had her hair like me, because Anna, in that moment, forgot who Anna was. And boys and girls, we don't want you to forget who you are. You are sons and daughters of Christ. How awesome is that?
It is wonderful. And we were talking with Pastor Eric before this started, and we look at each other. I see Miss Melissa and her hoodie and her, but you know what? When God looks down on us, He doesn't see that. What does He see, Miss Melissa?
He sees the daughter of Christ, of Him. He sees His daughter, His child. And that is with any imperfections. Mm-hmm. He knows that. He sees that. He created me.
And He still loves you.
God knows me and still loves me, and I am forgiven. regardless. So I might not be, well, I know I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I have mishaps all day long.
Don't we all know? I know I'm not perfect. Pastor Eric's not perfect.
Not in, the coolest, latest, greatest. God doesn't care about that. God doesn't see that. God sees you.
He sees the heart behind everything.
Exactly.
When he sees us, he knows all the things that happen when no one's looking. He sees the heart behind that. He knows the true you, and he knows the true me, and the motive behind everything.
Absolutely. And that's, boys and girls, if you going to God with if you feel like this is an imperfection or something that you're working on, we're all a work in progress, right? None of us are perfect. We are working towards. And so, going to God and saying, hey, I'm really struggling with this. This is a thing. It's a blemish. And working, with God in that. God sees that. He knows that. He forgives you. He trusts you. He knows that this is something.
And he works with you. If you trust him, he'll guide you to get through whatever it is.
Right. So tearing down barriers. We don't need, this is a barrier. These are all fake things that are trying to make something look so much more exciting than it is. God doesn't want to see, he knows that this is glue and this is milk. So, boys and girls, keep that in mind this week. We will see you back on Sunday at 9:15 live in person, kids worship and or virtual. You can check us out. Also, life groups are full on back in session, so join us there. And I think that's it today.
All right. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.